Been in Ronnie's corner as part of his team, really, I suppose, over the last few years, is Turner Prize-winning artist Damien Hirst. Lovely to see you, Damien.
Yeah, good to see
And I
you.
know you've been up in the dressing room having a chat with him, along with Dr. Steve Peters. How's he doing?
You never know. He's a mystery, isn't he? But he's, I mean, he's up and down. It's like when he's winning, he thinks he's losing. So, but I was happy today in the practice when Steve Peters turned up. But he's doing good, isn't he? Won 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he seems a lot more settled than he did last night, because when he came in the studio last night, he was saying that he just was not feeling good about his game. Do you know some of the underlying reasons for that? Is it a mystery to you as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I think he's what goes on in his head is not what goes on out there. So it's really difficult. But I think, you know, I mean, he watches it back afterwards sometimes and goes, "Oh, actually, I played pretty good." When in his mind, he thinks he's playing terrible. But I mean, I can never work that out. It makes me laugh. But you know, I've been coming so many times with him. It's like I tried to kind of give him some constructive criticism today, and I was like, I just thought, I don't even know why I'm bothering.
You've been a friend of his for a long time. What attracted you to Ronnie and also the game of snooker, and how much of a part does snooker play in your own work?
I mean, I love snooker. I love the way that it's like sort of like men trying to be machines or something. It's like, you know, you've got, because it seems impossible. It's like, and it's all about that that human element, which kind of like won't let you do it. But I mean, it's, you know, it's always been. I mean, it's always amazed me since I was a kid. I remember watching it on black and white TV. A long time ago. Were you there? I remember you.
Yeah, black and white.
Yeah, I remember both of you guys.
Vaguely, yeah. Actually, there was something you wrote, or actually you were quoted, Damien. You said, Ronnie's not the mercurial, flawed genius of the past anymore. He never gets trapped in a cage in a match. He's like a free bird.
When the hell did I say that?
A couple of years ago. Hector Nunn.
Wow, I can't remember saying that.
Do you believe that? Is he a completely different type of player than everybody else?
Yeah, I think he is, because I think it's instinct, but he's like, you know, but he's still, you know, he can still, you know, analyse it. When we watch Trump's got a similar type of instinct, hasn't he? But he seems to get a bit more. He doesn't seem to know where he is sometimes.
Sometimes it's the only player, and perhaps Stephen as well, that I've thought I'd love to be able to see through their eyes to see if they're seeing different pictures to the ones that the normal mortals of the game have seen. Do you think he's got something, you know, that's an extra special level of imagination, or he's getting different signals? Is something you?
Yeah, I mean, it must be. I mean, it's like, I mean, when you watch him, you know, I mean, he can definitely, you know, it's almost like being a little bit. Well, you know, like when you look at the table, he can sort of see the shape of it in a way, rather than see what pots to do or whatever. So he's not analytical. He doesn't take it apart. But then you're a bit like that as well.
In the artistic world, you sort of get people that are like that, and you seem to be able to sort of get something that other people can't see.
The closest word I can think of is instinct, really. I mean, I think, you know, but when, you know, like that red that Ronnie did yesterday, the long one to the corner pocket, I was just like, oh no. He's like, why would you even go for it? And like, but you know, to not miss it is like.
So do you talk about snooker when you're in the dressing room?
Yeah, and I had a little chat with him. And I said, you just got 137. He was like, yeah, it felt like 337.
You know? It's interesting you bring this up, Damien, because last night, you know, he was saying it's almost like you can't live with snooker and can't live without it. And you know, when you were coming towards the tail end of your career, you'd cease to be winning like a machine anymore. But had you still been able to win, but not with as much style, would that have been enough? Because it doesn't seem to be enough for Ronnie.
Yeah, winning was everything for me. That was enjoyment. I used to say to Steve, "Why are you still playing?" He says, "I'll just go there and see what happens. I enjoy playing." But I says, "You take away the winning, you take away the enjoyment from me." So that was a big part of it. But obviously, I was very similar to Ronnie, so critical of my own performance.
It's almost like a quest for perfection. Do you identify with that as an artist, this perfectionist instinct?
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of people come up to me and they say, "Oh, you must love this with these big tanks and all the machines and all the people and building the show, and you know, 3 weeks before you've got people in tanks and suits." And I go, I hate it. I just like the opening when it's all finished and it looks perfect.
Does he look good to you for a sixth title today?
3-1 makes me feel good.
Are you just as nervous? Do you get nervous watching this, yeah?
Well, I don't know. You can't get nervous because you just don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
It's so difficult.
Damien, you better get back to your seat. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. Cheers.